We're dining at Disney California Adventure's fanciest restaurant.
Let's see.
Hello everyone, I'm Jay, and you are watching the Theme Park Cruise, and we are heading back to Disney California Adventure Park to dine at a restaurant that we have been trying to dine at since 2018. This is the Carthay Circle Restaurant. It is themed like the Carthay Circle Theater, the place where Snow White premiered years and years ago, back in the 1930s. The food here is supposed to be really high class, upscale, delicious. I'm excited.
Yeah, and just like Main Street USA represents Walt's childhood in Marceline, Buena Vista Street in Disney's California Adventure represents the early days of Walt's career.
Yeah.
And the culmination of Walt's dreams took place at Carthay Circle. So
yeah.
Without it's a good icon for this park.
Yeah, without Snow White, there's no successful Walt Disney Company. And it makes sense for them to be able to pay homage to that by providing a pretty upscale restaurant. The exterior is reminiscent of the original Carthay Circle, but the interior looks a bit different, obviously a little bit more upscale, and the menu is seasonal. They change things out a lot in there, so that way it's fresh, delicious. It's the signature restaurant, and it's actually of Disney's California Adventure, and it's really easy to get to. I usually like to show you guys how to get there, but it's literally just walk in, head straight down Buena Vista Street, and it's like the first pretty much icon that you'll see. We're going to be going over the interior design, decor, our meal, our thoughts, the atmosphere, and
the price.
Yeah, whether we think it's worth it. This is our big fancy meal for this trip, so we're really excited. I mean, are you ready to eat, Sam?
I'm ready.
All right, if you enjoyed the content, please like and subscribe. Join us for our first time experiencing the Carthay Circle Restaurant at Disney's California Adventure Park. So right after you go through security off Harbor Boulevard, here in the promenade, Disneyland Park is actually right across from Disney's California Adventure. You can actually see the spire of the Carthay Circle Restaurant peering right above the marquee sign of Disney's California Adventure. It's right next to that flag. Like we said, super easy to find. You just walk in and see the spire up there at the top. Just follow that and walk straight down. Right next to the Carthay Circle Theater, they do oftentimes have some live performers here. They do have stroller parking to the left and right as you walk in, and look, there's the ticket windows if you're going to see Snow White. All right, we are heading in. It looks so fancy in here. So downstairs they actually have Carthay Circle Alfresco. It's more of like a walk-up menu, and then upstairs they have the Carthay Circle restaurant. The walls are adorned with photos of the original Carthay Circle. You can actually see Walt during the premiere of Fantasia at the check-in desk. And then this one right here is the Carthay Circle. I think they also have the Seven Dwarves premiere up there as well. All right, we are heading upstairs. They also have an elevator if you have mobility issues. They actually have us eating outside. Nice. All right, we're seated. It is very beautiful up here. The main dining hall is so nice looking. I'm kind of sad we're not in it, but we do get better lighting out here. Let's take a look at the menu real quick here. So for starters, they have this fish poke, shrimp a la plancha, Mediterranean mussels and bay scallops. So a good amount of seafood options on here. We're looking at the Spanish potato croquettes. Braised short rib also looks good, and I think Sam's gonna get this warm Italian roasted chicken brodo. I don't think there's an actual bread service. The bottom of the menu actually has like this warm cheddar Parker house roll, so I guess they don't come with a bread service. You probably have to buy them. And for the main courses, they have a roasted Rocky chicken, a spring vegetable risotto, charred certified Angus New York. I'm not sure, I'm just guessing it's a New York strip, so New York. Definitely that's what I'm looking at. Thick cut pork chop, miso glazed salmon, and a Colorado lamb. On the back, they have the drinks. They have a very large wine selection. They do have specialty cocktails like the Carthay Martini, Ernest Daiquiri, Carthay Manhattan. A lot of Carthay named things in there. And considering they have Shirley Temple on the wall, I'm surprised I don't see a Shirley Temple in the non-alcoholic section, but they have a wild berry lemonade and a twin bill. All right, so our appetizers are here. I got the potato croquettes, and Sam, you got the...
It's the warm Italian roasted chicken brodo.
It looks very good, but let's start with this Shirley Temple. Of course, Shirley Temple was a child star of the early 20th century. She attended the premiere of Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. There are pictures of her that adorn the walls here, so of course Sam had to get one of their signature Shirley Temples. I feel like they had to have this drink. So the Shirley Temple was made because obviously Shirley Temple had to attend gatherings and such, and as an underage individual couldn't have an alcoholic drink, so they gave her this drink, which is obviously non-alcoholic.
I mean, it's a standard Shirley Temple, grenadine, Sprite, a cherry. I'm gonna give it an 8.
You still gave it an 8. It was very basic. I figured it'd be 6.
It's still, you know, I'm doing it for Shirley.
You gotta do it for Shirley. Look at that fancy little crisp right on top there.
Crisp. This is a big crisp.
That is a big crisp.
I want all my soup to have a giant, be covered by a cheese crisp.
So it's a warm Italian roasted chicken Bordeaux, cheese, tortellini, and basil. So I guess underneath that would be the tortellinis.
I don't know how you go about this because the crisp isn't breaking apart.
Yeah, I guess you had to cheat.
I gotta move my crisp.
I feel like yeah, the crisp has to be part of it, though.
Well, for now, I'm gonna just...
Good soup.
Very good soup. I want my crisp to, like, break up a little bit here.
I think maybe you gotta use that fork and knife, possibly, or just...
I've never imagined I'd be using a knife on a soup. This crisp, like, does not... There we go.
Not much of a crisp.
Yeah. Very strong, you know, Parmesan flavor, but it's not crispy enough. It needs to be crispy. But the broth is so good, and the tortellini is, you know, like cooked perfectly.
Is the tortellini like melt in your mouth, or is it more like an al dente? I mean, it's sitting in the soup, so I'm assuming it's very...
Al dente.
Oh, really? It is more al dente.
Yeah. But the broth is really good, and like the roasted chicken flavor mixed with the very strong, you know, Parmesan. The crisp actually is kind of the weakest part, which was the part I was looking forward to the most. It looks so good, but it's not crispy enough, and I can't break it to even enjoy it with the rest of the soup. But the broth really does. The broth has an amazing flavor. So for that, I'm going to give it a 7.
Yeah, I feel like 7 makes sense. It does look very high quality, but...
If the crisp was better, I think that it would have been higher.
All right, so these are the warm Spanish potato croquettes, manchego cheese, sorrilla chorizo, and a roasted garlic aioli. So you can see the chorizo is right here at the top, garlic aioli is right here at the bottom, like little pop-ems. You just pop them right in your mouth.
I like donuts. Manchego is a very underrated cheese.
Very good. It adds like a more of a pungent flavor, the manchego, I feel like. The chorizo adds a little bite. It's not spicy, I would say, but it adds a little bit more savoriness to the dish. And then the interior of the croquette, mixed with the garlic aioli, is just very creamy. It's good, and it's crispy on the outside, soft on the inside, which is exactly what you want for a croquette. It's good. I'm gonna go 8. I feel like I've had croquettes that have blown me away, and I'm almost there with this. And I think it's very good. Definitely high scale, definitely great. But I just feel like 8 is kind of like where I'm sitting at with this dish right now. It's still very good, and I highly recommend it. Now these entrees are off of their spring menu. I got the charred certified Angus New York strip. We also got a side of the Yukon Gold mashed potatoes with heavy cream butter. Big, but this will set you back $15. And so you see the steak and Sam's chicken don't come with any sides. We're gonna start with Sam's chicken though. The roasted Rocky organic chicken, English peas, tender radish, lemon basil vinaigrette. It looks really good, Sam.
It doesn't look as good as yours though.
Mine does look pretty good.
I'm definitely like having a little regret with my order, but I had fried chicken for lunch, so I wanted to have a lighter dinner. I try to balance out my meals. Doesn't always happen, but looks like it has like a light sear on the outside.
See the sun setting behind you right now.
It really is like very atmospheric.
Yeah, it's beautiful out right now. Sam has gotten all the flavors in that bite.
The chicken is juicy. I really like the lemon basil vinaigrette. It's like herby and tangy. Brightens up the dish. I don't think like, it's not like blowing me away. Like it's well prepared, but I definitely don't think it's as good as yours. And it didn't come with any sides, and just got these 2.
Yeah, they still knock you back $46 too for no sides, and then also you got to think that we're paying these premium prices, no bread service. You have to pay extra for bread, and for me, like from a culinary standpoint, bread is the starter of the meal. I think it's supposed to highlight it. It's part of the experience. I'm always disappointed when we don't get the bread service.
Yeah, I'm gonna give this a 6.
Okay.
I don't think it's bad at all. I think that it's well prepared. I just don't think it's the most exciting thing. And I think for the price, to just get these 2 little pieces of chicken.
Not worth $46.
Yours looks amazing, but yours also costs a lot more than mine.
All right, Sam is going to have her hand at the mashed potatoes. These have heavy cream and butter in them, so they should be very creamy.
I mean, heavy cream and butter. You don't really just say anything more. And there's like the skins in them. There's also like chunkier pieces too. So creamy, so buttery. I'm gonna give these a 9.
Wow, so happy we got those.
Yeah, I'm happy that I have them to join my chicken.
So here it is, the charred certified Angus New York fingerling potatoes right there underneath on the bottom. There's poblano chilies, roasted tomatillo, and queso fresco. I hope I'm saying that right. They also put a onion ring on top, which was not listed. And you can see I guess this is the sauce.
That's a tomatillo.
Yes. Now, let's see how it's cooked. It's a little cool out, and we did take some pictures, and they have cooled down. Looks like the center would be medium rare. All right, let's try it out. Good amount of fat on it. You can taste the difference with the Angus beef. And this will set you back $70. Very expensive. It's good. I think the potatoes are good. The sauce adds like a good little spike, good kick. I want to try to get one more piece. It's looking more medium. I guess right there is like a little medium rare. Very good, and you're gonna pay more to get certified Angus beef. So I understand the price. I do think we're a bit spoiled by Walt Disney World because Walt Disneyland does, I think, have the snacks on lock, and the quick service here is better than Walt Disney World. Disney World, I do think, has better sit-down restaurants. This is probably one of the better ones we've had at Disneyland, but the parks at Disney World have some really good restaurants. I think this is good, and this menu, again, is seasonal, so it's all for the springtime. I still like the steak a lot. I'm going to give this steak an 8. For price, I'm going to stick with the 8 as far as flavors. I'm going solely off flavor. For price, I might even bring it out to like a 7, just because it is a lot of money. But some steakhouses would charge you close to $100 for certified Angus New York strip. So it is good, it's delicious, and I'm sure if you ate it, you'd be happy with it. All right, potatoes. I'm a potato man. I love me some good taters.
I think the mashed potatoes have been my favorite thing so far.
These skins add such a great texture. It's so creamy. If I could say anything, maybe a little pepper, just to give it a little poof, a little kick. And I'm doing double potato right now because I got fingerling potatoes on my steak. I'm gonna go 8, Sam. I wouldn't go as high as 9 because I feel like it could use a little pepper or something, but it is delicious. It's so good. I honestly, with the entrees, I think this is my favorite thing. Like you said, it's really. I like the steak too. Everything I think has been really good. Definitely elevated. All right, so dessert is served. This is the chocolate tiramisu. They have 3 seasonal desserts as well as this.
Tiramisu tart.
Oh, tiramisu tart. So they have 3 seasonal desserts and a seasonal sorbet. We thought this is the one that interested us the most. Chocolate does look high quality on here.
It's like if tiramisu was inside of a chocolate shell. There's a ton of cocoa powder on top. Nice dark, rich chocolate, and then you get that little bit of the like espresso flavor.
Is that the best thing you think you've eaten so far?
Yeah. But I'm also a huge fan of tiramisu. Tastes like there's like an espresso cream or something on the bottom. This is really well done. I'm gonna give this an 8.
Yeah, so far the stars are the mashed potatoes and the tiramisu, but I gotta try the tiramisu for myself. So I'm gonna take a little bit of this chocolate, a little bit of this cream. Just gotta get a good corner of this. Actually, I'll use 2 spoons to get this up on here. It does look good. Good bitterness from the espresso, good creaminess from the mascarpone. It's very good, it's well done. I think this is the best thing I've eaten so far, for me, 100%. I'm gonna give this an 8. I think you described the flavor profile perfectly, Sam. The chocolate is like dark, it tastes elevated, and there's like different like textures of the chocolate. You have the liquid chocolate, you have the hard chocolate on top, you have the tart, and then you have like the soft, gooey center. Very good. Definitely an 8 for flavor. We're on our way out, but I just wanted to bring up the detail in the ceilings, the interior decor in here. They also have different rooms, it looks like, based off of different areas in California that served an interest to Walt Disney, like Hollywood, Buena Vista, and the Hyperion. Also, there's some photos in here of the original Carthay Circle Theater, or what I'm assuming is the original Carthay Circle Theater. All right, so for us, I don't think it was $201 for everything you saw us eat. I don't think it was worth it. I do think you pay a premium being at Disney, and you also pay a premium because you're in California. So everything costs more in California. That being said, we've eaten, I think we've had this conversation, but we've eaten at the California Grill, which is like, I think, an $80 or $90 prefix menu. Less than this, and more food. Better steak, I think, too.
I think we're spoiled by Disney World fine dining, because that's like the one thing Disney World has over Disneyland is their signature dining restaurants. For me, the history of the restaurant, the decor, the ambiance, 10.
Yeah.
100%. I'm very happy that we were able to come here.
Yeah, I'm happy we could say it. Yeah.
For the price, I do not think that the food was worth it. And the service was just like, okay.
And we're not saying the food was bad. Like, there was nothing that we ate that was bad. It was just like, for the price, I expect to be blown away. I had some of Sam's chicken. It wasn't super flavorful. It was well, like, prepared. It was juicy, tasted good, but it just wasn't like bursting with flavor. My steak was good, but again, like, certified Angus beef, $70 steak.
It was okay. Like, we've had, like I said, Toledo in the Coronado in Walt Disney World. I thought that was a better steak.
Also, we had great views because we were on that outdoor deck of Buena Vista Street. We actually saw Mickey walking down. We could see the monorails coming by. And then the interior of the restaurant with the different rooms that they had, and like the way the ceiling was kind of like themed. Going upstairs, feeling your upscale, elevated. It was nice, but again,
I'm not running back. Like, it was a one and done. We always like to do like one splurge meal on our trip, and this was it, and I don't regret it at all. I just don't think this is someplace I feel like I have to go back to.
If you're a big fan of Disney history, the Carthay Circle, I think this is a great place for you to check out. Expect to pay a lot of money. I don't think if you're here specifically for the food, I think there are probably better places that you can go to in Disney. But we got to try more Disneyland sit-down table service restaurants, and they will be coming in the future. And if you enjoy the content, please like and subscribe. Liking will really help our channel grow. It pushes this video out into the stratosphere of the YouTube algorithm, helps other people find the video. Subscribing, it also helps our channel grow. Hit the bell notification so that way you're notified every time when videos come out, which is when, Sam?
Every Monday and Thursday at 12 p.m.
Thanks so much for watching. Don't count the days.
So the days count.
We will see you next time. That's all, folks.
I really do like as well how the Carthay Circle is kind of the centerpiece, or almost like the weenie of Buena Vista Street, and kind of like the history that it holds within like Walt Disney's journey, you know, to being a successful animator and creator and creating the Walt Disney Company. The fine people you see scrolling up on the screen right now, those are our members. You too can become a member, get end credentials for as low as $1.99 a month. Those members, they really help make the magic happen here for us. They help fund these videos, so there's a special thank you we want to provide to them. But we do appreciate anyone that just likes, comments, or subscribes.